As you know, social studies talks about the world. We live in a changing world. We live in a dynamic, changing world. What I want from you is to watch this part of the video and tell me exactly, okay, what has changed? What changes can you observe? Before I start the video, okay, I will ask you to answer by raising hands, and I will choose someone to answer. Don't answer together. Yeah, let's start. Tell me what kind of changes you can observe in this video.
Miss, can I ask you a question?
Anybody raised the hand? Okay, Nano, go ahead.
Which page في الكتاب?
In the book? No, if I need a book, I'll ask you to open it. For now, just watch the video and tell me what kind of changes that you can see in the video. If the video is not working, just tell me. Okay?
Miss, it doesn't work.
I'm gonna play it. So my question is, in this video, what changes that you observed? I will ask by, I will start by Judy. Go ahead, Judy.
Like through each seasons, the four seasons, the view, the trees change, like with the weather changes.
The weather
trees
changes. Yeah.
The trees change colors, or they fall out.
Yeah.
And they grow again.
Thank you so much, Judy. So that indicates that we live in a changing world. We don't live in a steady world. We have a world that changes in climate. Maybe we have different landforms through the world. Maybe we have different kinds of weather or whatever. So we don't. Our place is not like other places. This is what geography is about. Geography is a science to study something. Okay, geography, what is meant by geography? Let me open the PowerPoint so you can see. The first question for today, what is meant by geography? Geography is the study of Earth, people, places, and environments. So it's a scientific term that stands for, we're going to study Earth. And of course, we're going to study people on the Earth and places and environments that surround all people. This is the first question for today. If you'd like to highlight something in the book, you can open your student book, page 18. The big book, page 18.
Can you repeat?
Yes. Your book, page 18. The big book, page 18, if you'd like to underline the definition of geography. So, geography is the study of Earth, people, places, and environment. Okay?
So do you write notes?
Sorry?
Do you write notes?
You can write notes, or you can underline the definition in the book. If you can't, if you're not going to be able to find the definition quickly, please write notes. This is the first note for today. What's meant by geography? Geography is a study of Earth and its people, places, and environments. Okay, is it clear?
Miss, can you please say the name of the lesson?
Okay, lesson 1, how geographers view the world. Lesson 1, this is chapter 1, Lesson 1, how geographers view the world.
Okay, thank you.
Lesson 1, okay, you're welcome. The first question for today is what is meant by geography? Geography is
Miss.
the study of, please guys, raise a hand and wait.
Miss.
Who's talking?
Malak.
Malak who?
Malak Islam.
Yes, Malak.
Page what?
Page 18. You have a problem with your mic? It's fixed now. Okay, no problem. Page 18, or please write notes. What's meant by geography? Geography is the study of Earth and its people, places, and environments. Okay, the second term for today is spatial. Spatial comes from the word space. So what does it mean, spatial? Spatial means or refers to the Earth's features in terms of their location, their shapes, and their relationship to one another. Now, what does it mean, this word? For example, on Earth, we have two kinds of features. We have physical features and human features. Anyone can tell me what's meant by physical features? What's meant by physical features? Nano. Nano?
The land يعني
Physical
and the
features.
surrounding.
Anyone can give me examples for physical features? You remember from last year?
Mountains, hills, valleys,
Okay,
lakes,
excellent.
rivers,
Excellent, Ahmed Rashwar. So it's mountains, hills, okay, valleys, what also bodies of water. These are physical features. And we also have the climate and the, anyone know something else? Vegetation, what kind of plants? So what's meant by spatial? Geographers come to Earth and start comparing between different mountains. What are their sizes? Is it high? Is it not high? What are their sizes? The relationship between them, their height, their widths. This is what's meant by spatial. Also, they come and study what are mountains made from. Are they made from rocks? They have certain metals or certain oil inside it. This is what's meant by spatial. When you come and you come to study the Earth's feature, you find that where are their locations, what are their shapes, and their relation to one another. Yeah, this mountain is bigger than the other one. This mountain is shorter than the other one, and so on. This is what's meant by spatial. So again, we're going to repeat the definition. It's the Earth's feature in terms of their location, their shapes, their relationship to one another. And let's remind ourselves with it, mentioning the mountain. What's a mountain? Where is a mountain in a country? What's its shape? And what's the relationship between this mountain and other mountains? Okay?
Miss, are you sharing the screen or not? Because there's no screen share.
Yeah.
Are you sharing the screen?
See the screen share. Okay, now you can see it?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So again, I'm going to be repeating the definition of spatial. Spatial is the Earth's feature in terms of their location, shape, relationship to one another. Okay? Let's move to human features. Who can tell me what human features do we have? Anybody can give me example? Okay. I have someone. Okay, let's see. Who's raising hand? Omar Gizi? Okay, Omar Gizi.
Osama.
I insist, معلش, sorry. Huh? Osama.
Such as bridges, buildings, traditions, culture.
Yes, excellent. Culture, religion, languages. These are what's meant by human features. We all share one culture. Sometimes an area shares the same language or the same religion. Also, geographers come to differentiate, to tell us this region speaks this language. This region have this religion. This region work at this job. They all have an ocean, so they work in fishing. They have a big land, rich land soil, and they work with farming. That's what geographers come to say. Okay, let me ask you two questions and I need you to think about them. The first one, how would farming as a human feature, as a job for people, be different on a side of a mountain from farming on a flat land? Again, what's the difference between farming on a side of a mountain and farming on a flat, normal flat land? Someone raising hand? Yes, I have Fadia. Go ahead, Fadia.
Miss, I have a question off topic. يعني هو this presentation is called chapter 1 lesson 1 grade 9. We're not grade 9 يعني we're grade 8.
I know,
يعني
I know. You don't worry about the title. Just worry about the lesson, okay?
okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Rashwan is telling you, can you let him enter?
Rashwan, okay, I'll let him enter. Anyone wants to answer the question? What's the difference between farming on a side of a mountain and farming on a flat land? Abdurrahman al-Baghdadi. Abdurrahman. Okay, guys, if
This is Farah.
This is Farah. Okay, please, guys, rename yourself with your name because I'm taking the names out of the Zoom. Thank you, Farah. Go ahead, Habibti. Go ahead, tell me what's the difference between farming on a side of a mountain and farming on a flat land. What do you think? Let's discuss it together. Is it the same? Okay, Nanu, if you don't want to answer, lower your hand. I have Fadia. You're opening your mic. You want to share answer?
No.
Nano, okay. Nano, go ahead.
Farming on the side of a mountain needs more equipment and is harder.
Yeah.
لما on a flat land يعني anyone can farm on flat land.
Farming on the side of a mountain needs special equipments. So you can be able to farm on this side of a mountain. But farming on a flat land use different set of equipments. That's for the equipments. What else? Also, you can farm different crops on the side of a mountain, which are different from the flat land. So if we are talking about the difference between farming on the side of a mountain and farming on a flat land, there is a difference in kind of equipment and a difference of kind or types of crops. Okay, another question which is much easier, what's the difference between fishing in rivers and fishing in oceans? Fishing in lakes and rivers and fishing in oceans. I have Maya, right? Go ahead.
Fishing in rivers, we have like specific amounts of fish or like specific kinds, but in ocean we're most likely to get another kinds, like plenty of kinds.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Yes, fishing in rivers and lakes, it's totally different from fishing in oceans. Number one, fishing in rivers and lakes needs different kinds of boats and also equipments. The second one, different kinds of fish. We have in oceans, totally different kinds of fish than the rivers. So these are the answers for the two questions. Let's move to another part of the lesson. Okay. Also, we're going, after we finished defining spatial, we have finished answering the two questions. Let's move to the 5 elements or 5 themes of geography. To understand more about Earth, geographers didn't just go and study. No, they have meant or they have divided studying geography into 5 main themes. Anyone has an idea about the 5 themes of geography? Suppose you have studied this before. Anyone knows how do geographers? Let's move to the participants. I have Hala, right? Hala Tariq, go ahead.
In the geography teams, we have like relative location.
Yes.
And absolute location.
We have the location itself, which we're going to talk about later. Yes, the location is one of the 5 themes. What else?
We have like equation.
Hala, I can't hear you very well, but it's okay. Thank you. This is one of the themes. Thank you, Hala. I have Hana or Abdurrahman. Farah al-Baghdadi. Hana Hamdi. Go ahead.
Look, it's location,
Yes.
place, region, the human environment interaction, and the movement.
And?
The movement.
Movement. Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, we have five themes of geography. The first one is, look, let's move back to the PowerPoint. You can see the PowerPoint or not?
No.
No.
Oh.
Okay, now you can see. The first, we have 5 themes of geography. The first one is location. The first one is location. The second one is place. The third is region. Then we have movement and human movement. And the last one is human and environment interaction. So what I want from you to memorize the 5 themes, to memorize them. What are the 5 themes that of geography? We will say location, place, region, movement, and human and environment interaction. These are the 5 themes. If the session ended, you know this is the last one we're going to talk about. The first one is location. Anyone knows what's meant by location? Anyone can tell me what's meant by location?
Miss, can I say?
Yes, go ahead.
It's the place, like the place where you are. Like for example, I'm in Egypt. That's my location.
Yes, excellent. Thank you so much. That's what's meant by location. It's your exact place. What's meant by location is where something found on Earth. Your exact place. Okay. Location has 2 types. Anyone knows what are the 2 types of location?
Can I answer? Miss, can I answer?
Go ahead.
We have relative location and absolute location. Relative location describes where a place is compared to another place. Absolute location is the exact location of something.
What's your name?
We have relative location and absolute location.
I know. What's your name? I can't see your name. What's your name?
Lujain Naman.
Lujain. Thank you, Lujain. Excellent. Thank you. Location has 2 types. Relative location and absolute location. The relative location, what's meant by relative location? Again, Lujain said, what's meant by relative location? Describes where
describes where a place is compared to another place.
Yes, using the cardinal directions, which means I will tell you where are your place, where is your place? Is it north, south, east, or west? Okay? This is what's meant by, thank you, Luji. This is what's meant by relative location. Absolute location is different from it. It's the exact location. It's your address. It uses a system of imaginary lines which called longitude and latitude. Of course, everybody knows longitude and latitude. You have studied this before. Okay? Let me give you an example at page 20. We have an example at page 20. When, for example, if I want to know where is New Orleans, I will tell you that it's near the mouth of Mississippi River. Okay? Why I want to know a location of a place? Why is it important to know? When you know where a country is, or where a city is, or a state is, it will help you figure out the kind of activity people use. It will also help you figure out if this living in this place dangerous or not. Maybe for Japan, for example, in Japan they have a lot of earthquakes, so they make sure that they build their houses in an accurate style that help them during this. Maybe another country will have a volcano, so they build the country in a way that it will be not dangerous to live there. So this is what's meant by location. And why is it important why geographers insist on and study location of different places. So this is the end for today. Today is the last thing we're going to talk about is location, because I can see that you have questions. Okay, Hannah Hani, you're raising hand. You want to ask question?
No.
No? Okay, Judy, you want to ask question?
لا no I mean لا.
Please lower your hand. Okay. Again,
Miss, can you share the screen, please? Because
I can't hear you. Can you raise your voice?
can you share your screen because I'm copying?
Yasmin? You mean the presentation? Okay, I'll leave it.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm gonna repeat it again. So we said that we have 5 themes of geography. Number 1, we said location. Number 2, we said places. Number 3, we said region. Number 4, we said movement. And the last one is human and environment interaction. Today we have talking about the first term, which is location. What's meant by location is where something is found on Earth. By the way, I'm going to upload the PowerPoint, don't worry. Is where something is found on Earth. What's a location made for? They are made of physical features and human features. What does it mean? It means that I identify a place by the landform and bodies of water that they are in. So for example, in Egypt, we have the River Nile. In New Orleans, we have the Mississippi River. So I know this place according to its physical features. Another example, I have this country that speaks this language. I identify it by human features. What are the types of locations? We have 2 types. Relative location, which describes where is a place according to the direction. Yani, is this place north? Is it south? Is it east or west? Okay? And the absolute location is where is the exact location? Where is the address? Using the imaginary lines that are called latitude and longitude. Okay? There is, as you can see in this picture, we have the pictures of the globe having the imaginary lines. Can you see the imaginary lines? Anyone tell me latitude runs from east to west or from north to south?
east to west.
No, north to south. Sorry, east to west. Sorry.
East to west.
Yes. Latitude runs from
north to south.
East to west.
Yeah, latitude east to west. Latitude east to west. Longitude north to south.
Excellent. Right. I have 2 more questions. What is the 0 line latitude?
Equator.
Equator. And what is the 0 line longitude?
Primary.
So the last thing for today is the definition of latitude, which are imaginary lines that we use to define a place or to know the exact location of a place. Latitude runs from east to west. The 0 line latitude is the equator, which divides the Earth into northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Longitude runs from north to south. The 0 line longitude is a prime meridian, which divides the Earth into eastern and western hemisphere. That's the last thing for this session. I will give you 5 minutes to ask me to clarify any of the things that I've explained today. Anyone has any questions? Or I can ask you a question. Okay, now I will start by asking questions, and I will ask you to unmute yourself. And if you're not here, it means that you're not attending the session. Fadia? Fadia, what's meant by geography? Okay, what's meant by geography? From what you understand.
Geography is the study of Earth and its people, places, and environments.
Thank you, Vadia, so much. Thank you, Habibti. Unmute yourself. Okay, I want Adam Guaid. Adam Guaid. Adam, you're
Yes.
here? Okay.
Yes.
Can you tell me a simple definition for spatial? What's meant by spatial?
It refers to Earth's features in terms of location and their shapes and
relationship to one another. Yani, is this mountain taller, shorter than the other one? Is this ocean bigger or smaller than the other one? Okay. And also it compare between the human features and the physical features. For example, if I have an ocean, means that this, if I have an ocean, it means that people are working in fishing. If I have a rich soil, that means that people are working in farming. Right, thank you. Thank you, yeah, Adam. I'm asking another one, Habiba. Habiba Raizabi?
Hi, Miss.
Hi, Habiba. Habiba, can you remember why farming on a side of a mountain different from farming on a flat land? Why? Yeah, try to think, Habiba, till you study. What's the difference between farming on a side of a mountain and farming on a flat land?